Feeling well, man. Before we get started, I want everybody to put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly before we get started. Man, I appreciate everybody being in the place to be. I appreciate everybody being early, everybody being on time. Happy Sunday, Daniel Berry. I see you in this thing, Daniel Berry, big dog. Quinasia in this thing. What's good with you, sis? I see you in this thing. Who else in this thing? We got what's that? Switz. What's good? Shout out Switz. Welcome to the live, man. Elizabeth in this thing. What's good with you, Elizabeth? Lord Equator in this thing. I appreciate all the ones. I appreciate everybody being in attendance, and I appreciate everybody being on time, man. My bad, I've been running behind a little bit because I had to get some things done, but I'm here. You know, it's better late than never. So we here and we ready to get started on this discussion that's been long overdue. If anybody been watching my channel and following me, I've been talking about making a live about the Illuminati and secret societies. So, you know, this is going to be a very important live for various reasons, because a lot of the things that, you know, we face on our day-to-day or in our day-to-day lives, it stems from these secret societies and things like that. So we want to discuss these things today and talk about how these things go and hold on real quick. Because it looked like I'm buffering. It looked like I'm buffering. So hold on real quick. Trying to make sure we good. All right. Everybody said we good. Everybody said we good. All right. So today's topic is about the Illuminati and what the Illuminati really is. Not what people believe it is, or you know, the spookism or the shit that they put in the movies or the things they put in your cartoons. We want to talk about what is the Illuminati? What is the secret societies is all about? What is this stuff all about? Remember, the Illuminati don't have nothing to do with being evil. Now, if you look at the modern era of what people think the Illuminati is, a lot of people will call the Illuminati evil right now today. But the origins of the Illuminati have nothing to do with the devil. It have nothing to do with Satan. It have nothing to do with anything demonic. Okay? So we're going to break down what the Illuminati really is all about, and the origins of the Illuminati and what it represents. I appreciate everybody being in attendance though, man. I hope everybody having a good weekend. You dig what I'm talking about? Hope everybody out there, you feel me, is okay, is in good health, good spirits. And I appreciate everybody being in the building and you know, being in attendance on this live today. And so, yeah, we can start right now. Everybody else will pop on in as the live continue, because I want to get straight to the point. Okay, so the Illuminati. The Illuminati been around for hundreds of years. You know, the Illuminati was created or started by philosophers, bankers. The Illuminati is in two parts. The first part of the Illuminati is about the banking system or about funding. So back then, the Illuminati, one of the origins of it was about banking or about financing. You dig what I'm talking about? It was about resources, money. These people that was associated with the Illuminati will fund certain things like wars, hospitals, and a lot of other different things too as well. They will fund governments, but they was the Illuminati. That's one way of one of the origins of why the Illuminati was created. It was basically created by philosophers and different people who was into the banking system. Okay, they was into banking. All right. Another sector of the Illuminati is to know, or to have light, or to have knowledge. All right. Knowledge was another part of the Illuminati, because Illuminati, it simply means to be illuminated, to have light, to be a light barrier. All right. And so another part of the Illuminati was people whose was enlightened. They was the ones that had the secrets to the universe. They was the ones that had the secret to knowing about nature, about spirituality. These people that was enlightened called themselves illuminists, or the illuminated ones. Okay? The reason why they called themselves the illuminated ones, because they knew the secrets to the universe or society. They had knowledge, they had wisdom, they had enlightenment, or they had understanding of what it means to be enlightened. It didn't mean nothing about Satan or none of that shit. We're going to get to the devil later. We're going to get to how it got to that point to where everybody think the Illuminati is evil. We're going to get to that point later. But right now, I want to tell y'all about the origins of the Illuminati. The Illuminati was created because you had people that considered themselves to be illuminated or enlightened, or have the secrets to society. The other half was, it was people who operated in the banking system, and they funded a lot of different charities or different things throughout society or the economy. They, you had a lot of bankers back then that funded wars. They funded wars. They funded hospitals. They funded education. They funded a lot of different things. They was a part of the Illuminati. These is the origins of the Illuminati. Now, we look at the Illuminati as something evil. The reason why they put a twist on making the Illuminati evil is because the Illuminati was separate from the church. The Illuminati was a group of scientists and philosophers. They didn't align with the beliefs of the church. They had their own system and programming of what they deemed worthy of what's enlightenment, or what's knowledge, or what's knowledgeable, or was deemed to be to have secrets about certain things. The church didn't agree with the Illuminati, and the Illuminati didn't agree with the church. Who is the Illuminati? Scientists, philosophers. These scientists and philosophers, they invented something called the illuminated ones, simply to mean the light barriers of the world. The church didn't agree with their stance on knowledge or spirituality. They didn't agree. So the church made the Illuminati, or those particular groups, evil. They made them, or they painted them to be evil, because the church uh uh um way of the church way of looking at what was spiritual didn't align with the Illuminati and what they deemed or what they was looking at as to be spiritual. It's two different groups. So you had the church fighting against the Illuminati, and you had the Illuminati fighting against the church. Okay, the church took the Illuminati and they said they Satanists, they devil worshipers. The reason why the church was against the Illuminati and said they devil worshipers because of the way that they practice their movement. Illuminati had different ways that they practice what they believe. And the church didn't like that. The church was against that. Okay? That's how they got put in a cycle, or they got put in that cycle of looking at as something as to be evil. Because the church gave them that title as being evil. But the Illuminati never was evil. They never was evil, okay? Fast forward nowadays, when you hear the Illuminati or you hear about you know, people selling their soul, which you could sell your soul. You could you know, indulge in these secret societies and things like that. But nowadays we look at the Illuminati as something evil because of the church didn't align with the Illuminati movement. So you had the Christian church and you had them worshiping deities, Christ, Muhammad. But the Illuminati didn't worship any deities, okay? They went off of logic. They went off of straight spirituality. They went off of their own programming of how they practice what they believe. And the church didn't like that. And so, you know, over the years, now fast forward all the way back down to 2025, now we got the Illuminati is looked at something that's to be evil, when it never was something started to be evil. It was something started to have something to do with knowledge and having wisdom, having the light and having the secrets to the universe. All right? It's so much stuff. I'm gonna start here though. Most of what you see nowadays that people be like, man, the Illuminati is bad. It's not, that's not the Illuminati. What you see nowadays is witchcraft. Is it some people that's in the Illuminati that associates themselves with witchcraft? Yeah. It's some people that's it's certain people that's tied into the Illuminati that have inserted themselves into witchcraft. That's a real thing. But the origins of the Illuminati don't have shit to do with nothing being evil. It just have everything to do with knowing about the secrets of the universe or the secrets of society. That's why they call themselves a secret society. The church didn't like that they called themselves a secret society, so the church slapped them with the title evil because they didn't align with the church movement, or they didn't align with the church principles. Now, let's take it all the way back down to the dollar bill. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me correctly. Because it looked like I'm buffering. It looked like I'm kind of buffering. Okay, we good? Okay, we good. Okay, we good. So, this the dollar bill right here. All right? This the dollar bill. This dollar bill, have a pyramid on the back right here. Y'all see that pyramid? On above that dollar bill, it got like a eye. We call it the all-seeing eye. This all-seeing eye, y'all, first of all, put one more 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put one more 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. Okay, we good. This the pyramid. This the all-seeing eye. This all-seeing eye is the symbol of the Illuminati. Why does the Illuminati have an all-seeing eye, or have an eye that's the symbol of their group? See, the Illuminati works in symbolism, okay? Because it's a secret society. But you have other societies that we don't even know about that's way powerful than the Illuminati. Now, back to the dollar bill. The reason why the Illuminati have the all-seeing eye as a symbol is because this is the eye of Horus, symbolic for the eye of Horus. This symbol is symbolic for the eye of Horus. All right? Let me show y'all how powerful and how deep this stuff is. Hold up real quick. I'm going to show y'all how powerful and how deep this stuff is. So when most people think about the Illuminati, we think about the all-seeing eye, right? We think about the all-seeing eye and shit. You see Jay-Z throwing it up. You see everybody throwing up the all-seeing eye. All the celebrities, everybody. This all-seeing eye simply represents to be enlightened. That's it. That's all it represents, is to be enlightened. Okay? This all-seeing eye is symbolic for the eye of Horus. If anybody know anything about the pharaohs or the Egyptians, y'all know about Horus, okay? But it's deeper than just Horus, all right? But we know that this eye is symbolic and represents the eye of Horus because they got the pyramid right at the bottom. Which symbolize the eye of Horus, because ancient Egyptian or ancient Egyptian civilizations was very involved in building the pyramids. Okay, so this is how all this stuff ties in together to going way back to being the eye of Horus, but it get deeper. The eye of Horus comes from the reptilians. It's all one. The reptilians have an eye in the middle of their forehead. how can I say this? This is why it's, a lot of us say you got to open your third eye. You got to open your third eye to be enlightened. Where we get that from is the reptilians. Most of the reptilians have 3 eyes. They have 2 eyes, and then they got an eye in the middle of their head. This is their eye. The reptilians is the people that's teaching civilization everything we know. Okay? Yeah, I hear you, Platinum Eye. I know we got a third eye, but ours is more spiritual. You hear what I'm saying? And the reason why we use that phrase, third eye, because we get it from the reptilians. Okay? The reptilians, third eye simply means power. This eye on this pyramid represents the third eye of the reptilians. Our third eye is more spiritual. Okay? So that's why when we say you got to open your third eye, or you got to open we know it's a spiritual, we saying it in a spiritual sense. Okay? Or your crown chakra. That third eye on the reptilians represents enlightenment or ancient knowledge. That's why they put it on the dollar bill. That's why they put it on the back of the dollar bill. When they say in God we trust, they not talking about the Most High God. When they say in God we trust, they talking about reptilians, or in a spiritual sense, Satan. All right? Let me go somewhere with it. Hold up. So when y'all see everybody doing this shit like this there, everybody, all the celebrities do it. It represents enlightenment, or to know. Okay? Now, I gave y'all the origins of who started the Illuminati, and I gave y'all the origins of why they started the Illuminati, and I gave y'all the origins of how the Illuminati got slapped with the term evil. It was by the church. The Christian church did not agree with the practices of the Illuminati. All right? Now, when you see Jay-Z and them throwing up the pyramid and the all-seeing eye, that's symbolic for power. That's symbolic for them, for power. That all-seeing eye goes back thousands of years. Thousands of years. The reptilians, everything we know, most of everything we know, I'm not going to make it seem like we not intelligent humans, because we is intelligent. The Most High created us to be intelligent. But a lot of the things we know, or a lot of how our society is ran, is basically by the teachings of the reptilians. A lot of the technology, a lot of the rules and laws that's in place is dictated by the reptilians, by these beings. These reptilian beings is said to believe the first teachers of mankind. Okay? They some of the first teachers of mankind. A lot of the things we know A lot of the phrases we use, we get it from them. All right? That's why they put the all-seeing eye on back of the dollar bill on top of the pyramid. It's symbolic for a lot of different things. It's symbolic for knowledge. It's symbolic for the eye of Horus. It's symbolic for the third eye of the reptilians. It all goes and ties in together. All right? It's symbolic to be illuminated, enlightened, to have knowledge. Okay? So when we look at the Illuminati, it's nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to fear. It's nothing to be afraid of, or it's nothing to think that it have power over you. The moment you start thinking that this shit got power over you, that's when they got you. The only thing that makes these secret societies powerful is the fear that you give them. All right? The fear that you give these secret societies is what gives them power. Freemasons have nothing to do with nothing that's evil. I'm going to do a whole nother live about Freemasons and Masonry. Masonry have everything to do about building, designing, architecture. It have nothing to do with evil and the devil and none of that shit, okay? What we have did over the years, we have made all these things symbolic for evil or being wicked, which some of it is wicked. You have certain individuals that's in these secret societies that do wicked shit. That's a real thing. You have secret societies that you would never hear about. You have secret societies in government agencies that operates underground that does rituals, that do these certain things that's evil, of course. But we got to understand what this stuff is all about, because a lot of people mix it up with witchcraft, okay? And witchcraft is something entirely different from the Illuminati. The Illuminati is something entirely different from Masonry or Freemasonry. It's different. It's entirely different, okay? So when you hear about people talking about they scared of the Illuminati and things like that, the Illuminati is nothing for you to be afraid of or nothing for you to fear. The Illuminati have nothing to do with Satan and the devil. The Illuminati simply means to be enlightened, to know, to have power, to have knowledge, to know the secrets of the universe. That's all the Illuminati is. The church gave the Illuminati evildoers or Satanists, because the church for thousands of years been fighting with the Illuminati, or not for for thousands of years, or for the past 1,000 years, the church and the Illuminati, or these scientists and philosophers, they've been fighting religious people, and they still don't get along right now to this day. All right? Remember, a lot of what you see that happen in society right now is not being controlled and being ran by man. This shit is being controlled and ran by reptilians. Reptilians run the world. This eye on the back of the pyramid is a representation of the same eye that's inside of the reptilians' heads. It's their third eye. All right? This is what the all-seeing eye is. The all-seeing eye is the eye of the reptilian. Because the all-seeing eye is the eye of the reptilian because it represents power and it represents the reptilian is watching over mankind. So we is being governed every day by these reptilian beings. They know what we like. They know our family. They know our lineage. They know how to get us emotional. These things know everything about us. All right? The government, most of their orders comes from these reptilian beings. So, you know, you have, and I'm going to just put it on a worldly sense. You have fallen angels. You have reptilians. You have the Vatican. You have these different social family groups. Then you have the world government. All right? Fallen angels, reptilians, and all these different beings. The Vatican. You have these rich families like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. And then you have the world government. And then under that, you have, you know, things like the president, you know, the laws of society, entertainment, and all that shit like that there. But it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid from the top on down to the bottom in that order. So what's running society is these reptilian beings. They know how to shapeshift. You walk past them every day. You just don't see them. Also, these things not only is powerful enough to take take the position to shapeshift into a human, but they also is powerful the shapeshift into animals or birds. These things can shapeshift into a bird and be standing right next to your ass whole time. You don't even know this a reptilian watching your ass. Because these things have the ability to camouflage and shapeshift into anything that they want to shapeshift. Anything, any human life or human form that these things want to shapeshift into, they have the power to do it. These things has been around for thousands of years. Thousands of years. All right? Even right now, to this day, most of our laws, our presidents, the government, the way society functions, it all is dictated by these reptilian beings. Now, let me get back to the Illuminati and tell y'all how this all ties in together. Secret societies such as the Illuminati and a lot of other secret societies that you would never know about. These secret societies get their knowledge from the reptilians. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? These secret societies like the Illuminati, and you got a lot of other secret societies, get stay information, get stay orders from reptilian beings. All right? Um, this why it's important to know the origins of this stuff. That way you don't get this stuff mixed up. Because, you know, a lot of people always running around here talking about the Illuminati is the devil, and they ain't got nothing to do with the devil. All right. Is it certain people that's involved in the Illuminati that worships the devil? Yes, it is. Yes. You dig what I'm talking about? But the origins of why the Illuminati was created, or the origins of what the Illuminati means, have nothing to do with evil. All right? The reason why we think it's evil is because the church called it evil. The church didn't align with their principles. And so the church, they was like, okay, since y'all don't want to follow the religion or the order of which we do things, we gonna just call all of y'all evil. And that's what the church did. All right? So remember, is the Illuminati real? Yes. Yes, the Illuminati exists. It's a real thing. It's a secret society. Okay? But the Illuminati is a secret society, but it's also a cover-up to something bigger, to something greater. Y'all gotta be careful when y'all just fall into believing everything you hear without researching it. One of the main agendas of the Illuminati, or the scientists or the philosophers who created the Illuminati, one of their main agendas was to keep you focused on the name. The reason why one of their main agendas was to keep you focused on the name, because they never wanted you to go deeper and see what's underneath the Illuminati. So they keep us distracted arguing over the Illuminati this, the Illuminati that. But they knew that that name was going to distract everybody, so it can throw you off. So we have to get to the point to where we no longer fear the Illuminati. Because now, in this day and age, the Illuminati is simply a distraction. And it's simply put there to throw you off. So you can't tap into the thing that the Illuminati is really covering up. All right? So they keep you distracted on the Illuminati, Satanists, and evil and wickedness. They want you to think like that. Because they know if they got you in a state of fear, you're going to keep them in power. All right? They don't want you to know or understand that you have a part of God in you called a soul. You have a part of the Most High in you every day called a soul. They don't want you to focus on that. They want you to focus on the devil and wickedness and the Illuminati this and the Illuminati that. They don't want you to tap into that spiritual side. The reason why they don't want you to tap into that spiritual side is because you can become as powerful than them. All right? And they don't want a ruling civilization. They want a fearful civilization. They don't want you to be ruly and in the know. They want you to be in a state of fear. And so when the Christian church gave the title to the Illuminati as being wicked ones or evil, you know what the Illuminati did? They used that to the best of their advantage, and they used it back on society. So now they playing into it. So now you have a bunch of scientists, philosophers, and agents who's playing alone with the title of being evil is because they don't want you to tap into another side of spirituality. So the church did everybody a disservice by calling them people evil. The reason why the church did the whole world a disservice by calling them people evil, because now the Illuminati is playing with people. They playing with you. They confusing you. They got you thinking that they wicked when they really is good. But they plan into the wicked side that they was given by the church. But really, they don't have nothing to do with wickedness. They have everything to do with being enlightened. But instead of you looking at the Illuminati as going to something to be enlightened, you looking at the Illuminati as something to fear. And that's where they got you. That's where they got you. Because now they know most people never reach their level. The Illuminati know most people would never reach their level of knowledge because people is scared just off the title, just off of the name. The church did the whole world a disservice. And I'm going to tell you why the church did everybody a disservice. Back in the early 1800s, or even before then, in the medieval times, or back at 1000 AD, within that time frame, when Constantine ruled the Roman Empire and the Roman Catholics came up with Christianity, or their version of Christianity. It was a bunch of people like me walking around. I'm going to break it down. It was a bunch of people like me walking around saying, I worship the Most High through nature. I don't worship the Most High through religion. Constantine in the Christian movement in the church, they said, okay, you evil. You wicked. So y'all know me, Brother True. I'm not religious. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not Baptist. I'm not Mormon. I'm not Seventh-day Adventist. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not none of that. I'm a spiritualist. So a person like me, I will be considered in the medieval times as being a devil worshiper, because I didn't go along with the religion of Constantine. All right? I'm going to repeat myself. Anybody in those days around when Constantine ruled the Roman Empire, anybody in those days that wasn't Roman Catholic, they was going to kill you. They was going to kill your family. And they was going to call you a devil worshiper. So these different scientists, these different philosophers, they wasn't wicked. They wasn't wicked. They was simply practicing astronomy. They was doing astronomy. Okay? But Constantine the Great in the Roman Empire, they looked at those people and said, nah, they wicked. And that's where the term Illuminati came from. Or that's how they got slapped with being wicked or being evil, because they didn't want to go along to be religious. So in those days, if you wasn't accepting religion, you was going to either be considered wicked or you was going to be considered to be killed or put to death. All right? And so I want y'all to understand where this stuff came from and how now everything is unfolding and everybody call this stuff evil and wicked and shit like that there. A lot of this stuff have a lot to do with religion. And that's why I said the church, when they slapped the Illuminati with the title evildoers, it fucked a lot of shit up. Hold on, y'all. And so y'all got to remember, the Illuminati have nothing to do with being evil. All right? I want to get that point across. That way people can know what this stuff is all about and where this stuff come from and who is behind this stuff. Who behind this stuff? You feel what I'm talking about? And so you know, we got to remember where this stuff come from before people just get to talking and calling shit evil, man. You know what I mean? You got to do your homework. You got to really do your homework before you just start calling everything evil. You feel me? Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. All right, we good. We good. We good. We good. So, remember, your government know this. Your government know all this shit I'm telling you. They know this. Okay? They know who really running the world. They know, and they know they gotta follow order. All right? Because these reptilians is powerful enough. I'm gonna put it like this. If these reptilians want to, they can wipe us off the face of the earth. If these reptilians won't, they can wipe us off the face of the earth. All right? Let me tell you something about your God. Because everybody always like to, you know, God this, God that. Well, let me tell you something about the Most High real quick. When God made life, such as humans or, you know, created the earth or this physical plane, God didn't create just us and the animals. God created advanced beings. Advanced beings. Are we advanced? Of course. We is unique in our own way. Just like the reptilians is unique in their own way. Or the ETs is unique in their own way. It would scare you If you was to know what kind of God it would scare you. If you really was to know what kind of God you serving, it would scare you. This is why religion is necessary. I'm not against religion. I'm not religious. I'm not a religious person. But this is why religion is necessary. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. Can y'all hear me and see? Can y'all hear me and see me? Can y'all hear me and see me? Put a 1 in the chat. We back? We good? We good? Okay, we good. We good. Okay, we good. We good. The live is doing some weird shit. It's buffering. All right, we good. We good. Damn, boy, we got a lot of people in here, man. Before I continue, let me get in the chat real, kind of log out and come back in real quick. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me though. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me. Okay, we good. We good. My bad, y'all. Yeah, it's the live is tripping. It's been buffering in and out. We know why it's tripping though. We know why it's really tripping. When you talk about stuff like this shit gonna get to skipping, boy. I'm telling you. So, let me pick up where I left off at. Okay, that's what I was saying. That's why religion is good for the world because, well, in this sense, it's not good for the world in you know, in the grand scheme of things, but this why it is good for the world because in a way, religion prepares you to become more spiritual. It's like a starter's kit, or it's like elementary school to help you elevate your level of spirituality. All right, that's all religion is. It's there for you to use it as a stepping stone to become more spiritual or more enlightened. The Most High is a God that don't discriminate. And let me tell you what I mean about that. The Most High don't discriminate at all right? The Most High have no respect of persons. When God created everything, that's what it was. And so I want y'all to understand and remember, just like we feel like this is our planet and we belong here, this also is the reptilians' planet and they belong here. All right? These beings been here for thousands of years. Okay? The reason why most people would never reach a higher level of spirituality, or most people would never reach to know or to be in the knowing of having a lot of wisdom of how the universe works, is because most people is scared. Okay? The church have gave people a different option to choose from than to just you know to go all in of knowing a lot of these different things, or knowing a lot of these different secrets to the universe. A lot of people couldn't handle that shit. It'd drive them crazy. All right? That's why religion was created on purpose, so it can give you the knowledge without scaring you. Okay? Most people couldn't handle a reptilian walking up to them and teaching them the secrets of the universe. Most people couldn't handle that shit. You would lose your mind. You'll go crazy. Most people couldn't handle another person walking up to them and telling them about who God really is and about the secrets of the universe. You will lose your mind. So they came up with religion to give you another option to teach you, so you won't be so you won't lose yourself with this information. So religion has basically been created to use it as a stepping stone to get to a higher level of spirituality. All right? It wasn't used for you to condemn people and tell everybody they going to hell. That's not why religion was created. All right? They created it specifically and they did it strategically because they knew it was going to be some people that was going to be afraid of knowledge. So religion break it down a little bit more to make you accept it a little bit better and easier. All right? Because a lot of people, when you tell them certain things about the world, if you ain't careful and they not ready, that person will lose their mind. You can't just be telling everything to everybody because people will kill you and unalive you. People will go crazy behind this information. That's why the Illuminati called themselves the illuminated ones, the ones that has the secrets. All right? And this is not disrespecting Christians. This is not disrespecting Muslims. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I see it. I know it's glitching. It's buffering. It's doing weird shit, man. It's every time we go in, it's just doing weird shit. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's doing weird shit. Okay, we good. All right. Okay, we good. Okay, so I want y'all to understand, man, that all-seeing eye represents enlightenment. The Illuminati represents enlightenment. That all-seeing eye represents surveillance. Let me tell y'all something that's shocking, that's real serious, and that's about to blow your mind. A lot of the cameras that you see wasn't put there for your benefit. A lot of people, we think of the cameras, you know, that's on buildings. We think that them cameras was put there to protect people from theft and stealing and robbing and crimes and no. Most of the cameras in society was put there so these reptilians can have another way to watch your ass. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me, because I see everybody saying it's tripping, the live tripping. That's because we going in. That's because we going in. This shit gotta trip. You ain't preaching the truth if your lives ain't fucking up. You ain't telling it like it is if your lives ain't never buffered. That's why the live is buffering. That's why this shit is going in and out. That's why they interrupting the live right now, because they don't want this information to get out. Somebody said they can't hear. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? And can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me and can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me and can y'all see me? Because somebody put they can't. Okay, we good. We good. I don't know that. I think y'all got to check y'all stuff. Somebody put we good. Okay, we can't hear you. Um, okay, some people was saying they can't hear me. But some people was saying they could hear me. Um, uh, okay, my brother Meow 7040 said we good, we got both right now. Okay, we good. He say make sure you got full bar. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, the brother said he can hear me and see me. Yeah, the brother said he can hear me and see me. Go out, come back in, find the strong. All right, all right, all right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, True Media trying to fuck they shit up. True Media trying to fuck they whole shit up. They listen. They making sure this shit don't go smooth, boy. They trying to make sure this shit get interrupted, boy. We trying to fuck they whole shit up, boy, for real. All right, all right, let me see. Let me see. Damn, boy, the chat moving so fast, bro. Okay, catnip in this thing. What's good with you, catnip? I'm gonna start reading off some people because the chat moving so fast. I just missed hella questions. My bad, y'all. Look again, say what happened? Man, the live tripping, they fucking with us. Didi say, cause it's Sagittarius season. Yeah, yeah. Ryan Richards say, bro, what's good with you, Diddy? I see you in this thing, sis. Ryan Richard say, bruh. Catnip say, because you telling the truth. Yeah, yeah. RC in this thing. My brother RC say they trying to shut you up. Crazy, bro. Yeah, RC. They always doing this stuff, man. Ryan say, it was just getting good. Yeah, man, don't trip. We gonna make a part two. We gonna make a part two. I already made it up in my mind to make a part two anyway. So yeah, this information ain't going nowhere. Van say it glitch a bit. Yeah, I know, I seen it. 7040 say look up phone cover for camera on Amazing. They deleted message three. They deleted my message 3 times. It's gonna help y'all. It covers your. Okay, I hear what you talking about. 7040 say on Amazon or Walmart. Okay, I hear you. The Platinum Mile in this thing. What's good with you, Platinum? Didi say the Great Cosmic Mother. Alignment. You already know, sis. They can't stop what's meant. The Platinum Owl say all praises. The Black Madonna. 7040 say they have deleted my messages trying to just simply tell people to cover their camera because they watch us. Yeah, they do. You right. I think I'm gonna pick up where I left off. They ain't stopping shit. They know they gonna have to kill me. So most of these cameras that we see that's on top of these buildings, that's on top of the street lights, that's in these neighborhoods, most of these cameras is because the reptilians got another way to watch your ass by keeping you under surveillance 24/7. All right? And so you got to remember, even on your own cell phone or on your computer, they got cameras on everything. That's not by coincidence. It's a reason why they got cameras on everything. All right? And, I want y'all to remember and understand, these reptilians is watching you on your devices. They watching you, all right? Let me see who all on this thing. Didi say, happy Earth Day to me. And a couple true. Yeah, happy Earth Day, sis. I see you in this thing, Didi. Rad21 say, what's good, brother? Always good to hear you. What's good with you, Rad? I see you in this thing, big dog. We've been having some technical difficulties, but hey, you already know when you tell it like it is, they gonna always try to, make things difficult. 7040 say true media is awesome. I appreciate that. 7040. Catnip in this thing say do research on CERN. I know a lot about CERN. I'm gonna do a live about CERN just by itself. The Platinum Owl say, yo, true, you the GOAT. I appreciate that, Platinum Owl, man. You already know every time we come, man, we coming with hate makers, Platinum. You already know, man. Every time we coming with truth, facts, and hate makers. RC in this thing say proof you telling facts. If they trying to cut the live out, man, they always trying to cut the live out, man, because we always tell them facts. 7040 say facts. 7040 say they're super mad with this one. Yeah, they didn't want me to do this one. Catnip say I'll give them something to look at. LOL. Yeah, man, they own us, man. They own us. But guess what? They can't stop what's destined. They can't stop what's meant to be. So they can cut the live off. They can interrupt us. They can try to distract us, whatever. But they ain't going to stop this information from getting out. You dig what I'm talking about? 7040 say catnip. MFA, Rad21 say, yep. Ryan Richards say, bro, take your best transcripts and make it into a book, fam. Yeah, that's a good idea, Ryan. Ryan, a lot of people been asking me to write a book. They've been like, because I got a lot of knowledge about a lot of different stuff. And when I have these conversations with people, they'll be like, man, have you ever looked into like writing a book or something? I'm like, nah, I never looked into that. They're like, man, you would be good, a good author. You'll be a good author, writing a book or something like that. So I'm definitely looking into that too, for sure, Ryan. The Platinum Owl say, World War, yeah, WWW, yeah, man. Vince in this thing say true media awaken souls. Man, you already know, Vince. Every time we cut on this camera, you liable to learn something over here, man. Because we ain't just about running our mouth. We about teaching. We about giving back this knowledge, this information, all right? The Platinum Owl say awakening can't be stopped. Can't be stopped, man. This is the Lord's doing. RC say CERN will be a great live. I'm going to do a live about CERN. Don't trip. I got a lot of catching up to do. I got a lot of lives to go. We just getting started. Antonio say, who's causing your system to glitch? I'm going to be real with you, bruh. I've been going live, for months now. And this live is the most interrupted live I ever had. I never had a live this interrupted. That's how I know by the title of this live and by the shit that I'm telling y'all. I know that they doing this shit to us, man. I know they doing it. I know this is YouTube. I know this is the government, and I know this is the CIA, and I know this is these damn reptilians is doing this shit. Because this the worst live. This not the worst live, but this live has been interrupted the worst. I never had a live more interrupted than this live right here. And I talk about a lot of real shit. I talk about a lot of truth, a lot of different stuff, but it's something about today's live that they just would not allow to run smooth and correctly like it should. You dig what I'm talking about? But we're going to get it out, though. 7040 say they made a show about it on Adult Swim, and they made fun of it in Family Guy. Lame-ish. They can't stop the truth. Nah, they can't. They always gonna put the truth in cartoons, movies, or they'll put the truth in music. They'll use certain entertainers or certain musicians to talk about the truth in their music. RC say, yo, brother True, when you gonna set up the Zoom cams? Man, I got you, bro. I'm gonna set up the Zoom calls probably in like another month. All right. And I'm gonna give everybody my number who wanna call me. You know, Sundays, I'm gonna make it to where Sundays y'all can just call me, you know, but I'm gonna make it to where I'm trying to schedule it. You ain't gotta pay nothing or nothing like that. You can just call me. But if your ass is on the phone all damn night for 2-3 hours, then shit, that might come with a fee. But you know, all seriousness, I got another number. I just went and got another number for y'all. Okay. So I got another number I'm about to put out, and y'all can call me every Sunday for free. But I'm gonna have to schedule it to make it to where it's only like 30-minute calls, or it's like 20-minute calls, because I know it's a lot of people that be wanting to talk to me about a lot of different stuff on the phone. You feel me? And so I'm gonna try to make it to where I give everybody 30 minutes Sundays, you know, to just call me if you want to and talk about whatever you want to talk about. For people who don't want to put their business on the internet, you could just call me, and if you try to get some advice, or you need some advice, you need some help with something, just call me and let me know. I'm working on that too, RC. But yeah, the Zoom calls gonna be coming in like a month. Don't even trip. 7040 say, when did that CERN portal thing happen? 2022 or 2023? I think it was 2022. Ever since, the ish has been different. Yeah, I think it was 2022. Well, y'all got to remember that CERN is doing something that already been done by the military. It's this thing called the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is this thing going towards the Gulf or the Atlantic Ocean. The Bermuda Triangle is a particular part. Man, I'm gonna do another live about the Bermuda Triangle, because that's another live, bro. I got so much information about a lot of this stuff, but I'm gonna just break it down to you about the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is a part of the world that can cause you to hallucinate. The military have figured out ways to manipulate nature. The military have been taught by the reptilians how to manipulate the weather and how to manipulate nature. We're going to do a whole nother live about the Bermuda Triangle and how it's a particular place that causes people to hallucinate. All right? And it all started from the military trying to manipulate nature. And that's the same thing CERN is trying to do right now. They're trying to figure out stargates and ways to open up and enter into different portals. We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to make a live about that just by itself. Ryan say, take your transcripts and tell ChatGPT to refine them and punctuate without changing them. Damn, bro. Yeah, see? Listen, bro, I appreciate that, Ryan. Shit. Yeah, shout out to Ryan. Shit, I know a lot of people is making books and they using it through ChatGPT. I heard ChatGPT can literally write out a whole movie script or write a book. You know, I never tried it, but Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing that, Ryan. The platinum say, do Ray me for soul? What you mean, platinum? 7040 say, oh, True Media, own it. Captain Nip say, CERN is opening up portals. They've been opening up portals. They've been opening up portals. But CERN is not the first ones to open up portals. What you think the pyramids is for? To open up portals. What you think the pyramids is for? The pyramids is energy. How can I put this? The pyramids is energy landmarks. A lot of civilizations before CERN been opening up portals. This shit ain't nothing new. CERN ain't nothing new. CERN ain't doing nothing that the world has never seen before. CERN is doing what thousands of other civilizations has already done in the past. The ancient Egyptians used to open up portals. The Greeks, the Mayans, the Incas has opened up portals. Nikola Tesla, for everybody that know Nikola Tesla, the guy who was big on energy or electricity, he has opened up portals. Me, I have opened up portals. And most of the people on this live, y'all open up portals all the time. Through your dreams. It's called lucid dreaming. When you sleep, you opening up a portal to another world or to another universe. You just don't know that because they're not going to tell you that. Every night when you go to sleep and you dream, you opening up a portal, whether you know it or not. All right? The only difference between you opening up portals and CERN opening up portals, CERN is trying to figure out how to open up portals while from a physical plane, from a physical stance. In the 3D. But CERN is not doing nothing that's new. It's 1,000 other civilizations who already mastered of how to open up portals. One of the best ways you can open up portals is through dreaming or deep sleep. All right? I can do a whole nother live about portals. Man, I just got unlimited information with this shit, bro. Like I can go whatever way you want to do this shit, man. You know what I mean? Talk to me, man. I talk back. Rad 21 say the true chosen ones serve the Most High and show compassion to the world, although the reptilians hate it. Yeah, well, you have good reptilians. You have good reptilians. They not all evil, all right? Not all reptilians is evil, okay? Some of them give thanks to the Most High too, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not. Some of the reptilians give thanks to the Most High. They do. Just like you got evil reptilians, you got evil human beings. Just like you got righteous human beings, you got righteous reptilians. All right? Not all reptilians is bad. Okay? So I don't want y'all to think that all reptilians they bad and that. No, 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 no. Some of the reptilians is at war with other reptilians. Just like some human beings is at war with other human beings. I repeat, some reptilians is at war with other reptilians. They don't like each other. Some human beings is at war with other human beings. All right? So don't ever think that all reptilians is bad and shit like that, bro. That's not true. All right? Because this is why some of them is working with the government. All right? Some of the ones that work with the government is righteous. They righteous. Some reptilians don't like working with the government. They evil, they wicked. And the reptilians that's evil and the ones that's wicked, they don't like the good reptilians that works with humanity. The reason why the evil reptilians don't like the good reptilians is because they know that the good reptilians is trying to teach humanity how to rise. All right? So don't think all the reptilians is bad. That's not true. Just like all human beings is not bad. All right? So I want y'all to remember that stuff, because that's like the reptilians sitting back and saying all human beings is bad. No, we not all bad. You know what I mean? The same way we look at the reptilians and we be like, man, they all evil. No, they ain't. That's the same way the reptilians could be looking at us like all human beings is evil. No, we ain't. Who you think stopped human beings from using atomic bombs? Who you think stopped human beings from using nuclear weapons? The reptilians. The reptilians told the government, the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation told the government, if y'all keep using these nuclear bombs, blowing shit up, we gonna shut this shit down. We gonna shut all this shit the fuck down. All right? So that's why a nuclear bomb has never been used since Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because part of that peace treaty, the Japanese and the Soviet Union and the America, part of that peace treaty was funded by the reptilians. They told them, y'all can't do that. We in the middle of the earth doing what we do, and you motherfuckers is up there blowing shit up. Stop, before we shut all this shit the fuck down. All right? So don't think that the reptilians, all of them is evil, because I'm going to tell you like this. If the reptilians wanted to, they can wipe us off the face of this earth. They way more powerful and advanced than us. All right? But a lot of them is protecting humanity. Some of them is against humanity. Some of them is against their own kind. You get it? So when people just, you blowing up nuclear bombs and you got it. You can't just be doing shit like that, bro. This is just not just your earth. This earth belongs to thousands of other species that was here way before your ass. All right? I just want to let you know what kind of guy you serve, man. You serve a loving, crazy, caring, supportive, educated God. Let me repeat. You serve a loving, crazy, caring, undescribable shit. All the way. You can use that. That's what kind of God you serve, man. All right? So don't think you just serve this God who's just, no, the Most High mean business. The Most High ain't just no, we look at God, and this is the part of religion that has damaged a lot of people, because they took out of context of what God really is. They took it out of context and they made it seem like, hey, God do love his creation. All right? But God have created this thing called nature, Mother Nature. God have created this thing called, physics or laws, the laws of the universe, that if you go against the laws of the universe, you shall be punished. I'm just letting you know what kind of God you worship or what kind of God you serve. Don't let these religions mess your head up about who the Most High is. The Most High is a God of multiple expressions. All right? And so, but it's all for the embetterment of the universe. Even the bad. It's all for the embetterment of the universe. All right? But because a lot of people always thinking, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna switch lanes and say this. A lot of people is always saying, this our planet, they gonna invade us. Nigga, we is invading them. The reptilians ain't invading us. We really invading them, because we is the new kids on the block. All this shit, and I use this analogy in the live I did some months back when I talked about how us humans, we like the newborn babies of society. This shit is fascinating to us. That's why we like blowing shit up. That's why we like shooting rockets up in space or trying to hit the firmament to try to fuck with the waters above the firmament. The reason why we do all these different things, because we excited. We fairly new. And this shit excites us. And so you have different beings that gotta sometimes, y'all gotta chill out with that shit. We know y'all excited. We know this, that, and the third. But listen, man, stop blowing shit up. Stop using atomic bombs on Japanese people. What the fuck is y'all doing, bruh? So I want y'all to understand, part of the peace treaty that the Americans, the Soviet Union, and the Japanese made was coming from reptilians. All right? The good ones, not the ones that's destructive, because you have reptilians that's destructive. The bad reptilians taught mankind how to make nuclear bombs. The good reptilians told mankind, stop blowing shit up. Stop. That's not what you do. The bad reptilians, they want us to kill each other because they don't want us to rise. Y'all get it? The good reptilians is teaching humanity how to rise. The bad reptilians is afraid that humanity is going to get to a point to where we take over existence. That's why they don't want us to rise. That's why you have bad reptilians or demonic reptilians taught human beings how to make nuclear weapons because they destructive. But part of the peace treaty came from good reptilians, and they told them, listen, man, y'all can't be blowing shit up, bro. Y'all can't be blowing shit up. This is not what we doing. All right? And they put it in your movies. They put it in your cartoons. They put it in your music. They put it right in front of you. All right? So when we talk about good versus evil doesn't have nothing to do with human beings versus reptilians. All reptilians is not evil. A lot of reptilians is on our side. They trying to save humanity. They trying to keep this place from becoming desolated and destroyed. Certain human beings that's destructive, the human beings that's got power, some of them that's destructive, that want to take over the world, that want to depopulate, that don't care about society. Those human beings work with evil reptilians. That's who we in war with. Mankind is not at war with reptilians. Mankind is at war with other human beings and other reptilians that grouped up to try to take over humanity. So you got a good side and you got a bad side. You have reptilians that's on the good side. They want us to advance. They trying to teach us how to build, to rise. And then you got the other side of reptilians and human beings who's grouped up, and now they going against the righteous. And this is the spiritual war that's going on the earth. We all in this shit. Every species is in this shit. The human beings is in this shit. The reptilians is in this shit. The ETs is in this shit. The Pleiadians is in this shit. The entire Galactic Federation is involved in this spiritual war. Everybody is involved in this shit. And you got one side trying to keep from destroying the universe, and you got another side that's trying to destroy everything. And this is what we call the battle between good and evil. We all in this shit. All right? So I want to just put that out there so y'all don't be thinking all these things is bad. Because you might run across being abducted, or you might run across of being invaded, and you think that these things is coming to do something to you, but they just coming to enlighten you. All right? A lot of these things is on our side. They worship the Most High too. A lot of these things is not on our side. Some of them is on the side of evil. All right? You got reptilians that eat people. You got reptilians that drink baby blood and that that experiment on human DNA. They try to see what they can do to manipulate the human body or the human mind. That's a real thing. All right? So let me get back to... Can y'all hear me and see me? Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, Danielle, I don't know if y'all just caught that, but y'all seen how the camera just went dark? Y'all just seen that shit? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all just seen how my camera just went dark, like it went into another fucking, like another dimension. Who just seen that shit? Did y'all see that, or is I'm the only one that just seen that? How the lightning it went like it went like a it's a weird color this camera just turned. Yeah, Danielle, you called that shit out. I seen it too. I seen that shit too. That shit was weird. Yeah. Okay, we back. Okay, we good. Everybody got ones in the chat. Yeah, Danielle, you pointed that out. That was weird. I seen it too. Let me answer some questions before we go. We're gonna do a follow-up on this live, and we're gonna do a part 2 about this topic because there's been a lot of buffering. Trying to see where we was at. Okay, right here. Cap Nip said Hollywood be putting the truth out there. Yeah, Hollywood play a big role in this shit, bro. But Hollywood is involved in the entertainment side of this shit. So they try to put it to you in a joke or in a movie. They involved in the entertainment side of the truth. All right? Rad21 say, when you expose those evil demons, they always try to distract you from the path of righteousness. They definitely do, Rad. That's facts. 7040 say, Sunday, perfect. Raven say, reptilians, that's why I glitch. Yeah, man, they own us. I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling you. Keep thinking this shit a game. Rad21 say, man, I gotta call you. Yeah, I'm gonna put the number out, y'all. Everybody, I'm gonna put my number on my page so y'all can go like to go to the page that's on my YouTube. It's gonna be in like the description part of my YouTube page. And I'm gonna put the number so y'all can call me and shit just in case. You feel me? If y'all want to talk to me about some shit. I'm gonna do it after this live. 7040 say that's so real. Call in show. Benjamin say call in show. We gonna do it. Don't trip. Don't trip. We going in on this channel. Shit, straight up. 7040 say facts. Benjamin say Bermuda Triangle. Yeah. Catnip say it's a portal. Yes. 7040 say there's gotta be a lot of raw spirit energy in the middle of that. It's gotta be a portal. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. All right. I'm gonna make another live about the Bermuda Triangle just by itself. Catnip say Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is something that they gonna use to convince everybody that Jesus is coming back. For a long time now, everybody has been thinking that this deity from 2,000 years ago named Jesus Christ was gonna come back and save them. Project Bluebeam was simply, or was one of the reasons why Project Bluebeam was created. So, it was created to manipulate you to think that Jesus has come back to save you. And what they doing right now is seeing or practicing different ways of how to use Project Bluebeam so it can get you to believe in it and to believe that it's beings that's coming out of the sky. But really, it's the government that's going to be doing that shit to use you and to manipulate you so they can control you and get you to to agree to a new religion. I'm giving y'all real information right now. I'm giving y'all some shit that can really get me killed. Project Bluebeam is a thing that was created to show you signs in the heavens, to get you believe in different things like UFOs or Jesus coming back or different beings coming out the sky. The reason why they want you to believe in that stuff is because when they do the one of the main rollouts with Project Bluebeam, it's gonna make a lot of people run to the government. The government is coming up with one world government and a one world religion. After they use Project Bluebeam, they know most people is gonna sign up to be a part of that one world religion or one world government, because a lot of people is gonna be scared. They're going to be seeing certain phenomenons and certain things going on in the sky, and they're going to be scared. And so Project Bluebeam was created to capture people's attention and to get people to run back to the government so the government can get you to agree to a new one world religion. All right. That's why a lot of people think Jesus is coming back, and Jesus is gonna come out the sky with the angels, and it's gonna be a trumpet being blown, and all the angels is gonna come back out the sky, and all this stuff like that there. Well, your government is gonna do it. That's why they created Project Bluebeam, because they're going to be the ones that do it. They're going to be the ones that through. So let me put it to you like this. Your government, Project Bluebeam, is going to be something your government use to show you Jesus coming back. Project Bluebeam is another thing that's currently being used to show you different sightings of different UFOs. Project Bluebeam is going to be another, also was created to show you different planets that's not even real. They created Project Bluebeam to get you to believe in all these different phenomenons that's not even real. The reason why they created Project Bluebeam to get you believe in all these different phenomenons is because they want power. They want you to sign up for the one world government and the one world religion. And they know one of the main ways to get you to sign up to be a part of the one world government, they got to scare you. Or they got to get you to think that Jesus came back. All this stuff is by design. They've been having Project Bluebeam for a long time now. You just never knew about it. But they have certain events that's going to take place on certain days that's going to be used by Project Bluebeam to get you to think it's real. So when people see Jesus come back, a lot of people going to see the sky opening up. And they gonna be like, oh my God, they go Jesus. Oh, Jesus. They go, oh my, they go Jesus. Look at Jesus. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. 1 in the chat. Project Bluebeam. When people see the sky open up, they gonna think it's real. They gonna think Jesus is coming back. And when people see the sky open up and see Jesus come back, or what they think is Jesus, after that great event take place, a lot of people is gonna run to the government. And they gonna basically be looking and searching for answers from the government. The government is creating a one world religion. To get people to buy in to this one world religion that the government is creating is through Project Bluebeam. To get people to buy into this one world government or this one world religion is going to be through Project Bluebeam. So Project Bluebeam is being used as a funnel to get humanity to buy into the one world religion system. All right? It's a funnel. It's going to be certain events that takes place that's going to be by the government. China, Russia, Europe, America, they all in on Project Bluebeam. Because they all in on the one world government or new world order. Out of this new world order, you're going to have a one world religion, a one world banking system, and a one world government. And you better get ready, because we about to go into digital IDs in the next 5 years. After we go into the digital ID system, that's going to get a lot of people to buy in to the FRID chips, or the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is, man, y'all see how I'm flowing with this shit? Listen, can y'all put a 1 in the chat if Brother True is flowing with this shit right now? Put a 1 in the chat, man. Put a 1 in the chat for me one time. If you hear where I'm coming from. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand and comprehend and understand where I'm coming from, man. All this shit is by design. That Project Bluebeam shit is fake as fuck. Ain't no man from 2,000 years coming back to save nobody. The number one thing you should be trying to figure out is how to become better with the Most High, because the Most High ain't never went nowhere. God is still here. God ain't never went nowhere. So why is you looking for a man to come back and save you, and God is still here right next to you by your side? You just can't see God. You know why? Because you're looking for a man to come out the sky to save you, because you don't know who God is. This is why my channel exists, to let you know who God is. This is why my channel exists, so you can become and have a better relationship and connection with the Most High. This is why my channel exists. Listen. All this shit is planned out from the book of Revelations, Project Bluebeam, the government, the New World Order, one world religion, one world banking system, digital IDs, the mark of the beast, FRID chips. All this shit goes together because they trying to create a system that's ran under one group, under one government, under one banking system. All right? Under one religion. Okay? The people, and so I'm gonna put it to you like this. The people at the top of the pyramid, the people at the top of the pyramid, such as certain secret societies or certain groups of reptilians, these people want to conquer the world. They want to take over existence. They want to wipe God out the face of existence. They don't want to worship the Most High, the real God. They don't want us worshiping or praising the real God, the Most High. They want to wipe God out of existence. So they have came up with all these different plans and events from thousands of years ago to play out into the future so one day they can take over the entire world or the entire universe. All right? Shout out to Amin Ra, man. Yeah. Getting that good sun in, man. Shout out to Amin Ra, man. Amin Ra knew what was going on when it comes to the power of the sun. Y'all go back and watch my live I did about the power of the sun. I did that live like last week. You feel me? A lot of Jews, a lot of information teaching you about the properties and the functions of the sun in the sky. All right? Fast forward back to where I'm talking about right now. This is why Bill Gates is buying up millions of acres of land. This is why BlackRock is buying up millions of acres of land. This is why you have HOA. You have HOA programs to help you buy a house. And you can't buy a house unless you have an HOA program. Well, the HOA program is being funded by these billionaires. These billionaires is getting permission or getting information from these rich families. These rich families is getting information from the Vatican. The Vatican is tied into these secret societies. These secret societies is tied into the reptilians. You see the pyramid? Or do I got to repeat myself? Do you see the pyramid? It's a pyramid. That's why they put a pyramid on the back of your dollar bill, because it means order. You know, it's something in here that says New World Order. Okay? It say New World Order. It's in like it's in like it's in different it's in like a different damn, what's his name, Roman numerals. Okay, Roman numerals. Okay, it's in like different letters and shit, but it means New World Order. So the pyramid, it's a food chain, DD. There you go. It's a food chain. The pyramid represents order. At the top of the pyramid, who is that? That's what we call God. Not the real God, not the Most High God. This eye represents the all-seeing eye, which is the God of this world, which is the reptilians, or what we call Satan, the devil. All right. And so when they put uh in God we trust, right here they put in God we trust, for everybody who probably can see in God we trust right there. They put it because they was talking about a particular God, the God of this world, or the prince of the air, who we call Satan, or the God of this world who we get order from, or who the Vatican get order from, which is from the secret society, which is from the reptilians. All right. So remember, you have the reptilians. They at the top, the reptilians. You have secret societies. You have the Vatican. You have these rich families, or these ancient families. Then you have under these rich families, you have the government. Under the government, you have the president. Then you have society, entertainment, and all the other stuff that's on the lower end of the pyramid. And so, you know, we got to understand what this stuff is really all about, man, because if you're not doing your research, or if you're not tapped into the spirit, you're not going to understand this stuff. It's not going to make no sense to you. You're not going to know how to tie it all in together. And so stop thinking that the Illuminati is, well, the origins of the Illuminati. Stop thinking that that mean witchcraft, or that mean evil. That don't mean nothing, or have nothing to do with witchcraft or being evil. Masonry doesn't have anything to do with witchcraft or being evil. And so we want to know what this stuff is all about to know how to understand this stuff. And while I'm on the subject of the Messiah, or while I'm on the subject of religion, I'm not saying to my Christian people out there that Yahshua HaMashiach didn't walk the earth. I'm not saying Yahshua HaMashiach never existed. What I'm saying is they gave you a distorted version of Yahshua HaMashiach, the Messiah. They confused you through religion. Because throughout the years, scholars, philosophers, and different authors have taken the truth out of context, or taken the sacred knowledge and combined it with other information, and now it's confusing people. So people don't know what is what. They think Illuminati is evil. They think to be a Freemason, you got to be evil. No. Those is different things. All right? Entirely different. Is it evil rituals going on? Of course. Right now, I'm in California. All right? I'm in California, and if anybody know, when I say this name, you know I know what I'm talking about when I say this name, because you don't know what I'm talking about if you don't really know like that. I've been doing this shit for years, man. I'm near a place called the Bohemian Grove. You gotta know. If you know, you know. If you know about the Bohemian Grove, you know. That's where presidents go. That's where another form of secret agents, or they have people that indulge in secret society. You know, they have this other place called the Bohemian Grove, and it's like a big ass statue of an owl, and they give sacrifices to this thing or this deity. It's like an owl. It's the Bohemian Grove. It's not too hard. It's not too far from where I'm at right now. All right. It's probably like 20 miles going north. Okay, 20 to 30 miles going north. This thing is where they practice certain fundamentals, or is a part of certain secret societies, and you have certain, even certain celebrities, or big time celebrities, not no little small celebrities and shit. Presidents, or different established people of status. They go to this place called the Bohemian Grove to give sacrifices, or to establish order for society. Within these sectors of these different groups is reptilians, demonic spirits, who these people conjures up. They conjure up demons in this place called the Bohemian Grove. They conjure up demons. They do spell work at this place. This is what you would call indulging in witchcraft. All right. Certain members of the Illuminati goes to the Bohemian Grove. But they is not the Illuminati. Okay? Moloch, the owl. There you go. There you go, PSG know what the... Look, PSG in this thing. PSG know what I'm talking about. He put Moloch, the owl. That's not the Illuminati, though. That's another secret society. They have many secret societies. Okay? And so they all get together. They do spell work. They establish order for society, and they indulge in witchcraft at this place. They even conjure up demons or spirits. All right? That's different from the Illuminati. That's entirely different from Freemasonry. Although it may be certain Freemasons and Illuminati agents that participate at the Bohemian Grove, they different. They different things. They entirely different. They work different. All right? So we want to remember that you got to understand that it's levels to this shit, and you got to be able to you got to know what this stuff is all about, and not trying to tie it all in together. Now, that secret society, the Bohemian Grove, the ones that indulge and practice in witchcraft and all those things, yes, they evil. They evil. Now, they evil. They sacrifice babies, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? And this is why millions of people go missing every year, because, they got these underground facilities, or underground FEMA camps, where a lot of human beings is being stored at for a lot of different reasons. A lot of human beings is being stored in a lot of these different places for sacrifices, for DNA to or experimentation. There's a lot of different things. But the Bohemian Grove ties into something that represents order out of chaos. All right? But it's not the Illuminati. It's not Freemasons. Although certain Freemasons go, although certain certain members of the Illuminati may go there, but that's not what that is. That represents order out of chaos. They come up with different ways to establish order through seeing the society in the uproar or seeing society in a state of chaos. That's another secret society in its own. It's thousands of them out here. Thousands. And they all over the place. All right? But one of the main ones that's that's well known is the Bohemian Grove. A lot of presidents go there, a lot of people that's in the know or that's of that cloth or of that group, they go there. They talk about a lot of different things. They talk about who's going to be the next president in 30 years. They talk about implementing new laws. They talk about the New World Order. They talk about how they is trying to establish a one world government. They do a lot of things at the Bohemian Grove, okay? So we got to remember what this stuff really is all about and not try to take it out of context or just, look at it as like it's all the same thing. It's not all the same thing. All right. So I just wanted to say that. Bilderberg Group. There you go, Poochie 2 times. You right. Bilderberg Group. That's another name. That's another name they call them. They also worship Baal. Yeah. The great big bull. We call it a bull or a calf. And a lot of other people with something else that they another statue that they worship is what's his name? The Baphomet. The Baphomet. The Baphomet is how can I put it? A homosexual like figure. It got breasts, it's like a human, not a human, but it's a beast, but it's like it have the sex of both sides. All right? Hold up real quick. See, now we getting deep. Now we getting deep. I ain't mean to go this deep, but shit, I'm here. We in it, shit. 47 not. Let me see. Boule. Yeah, also the Boule. Yeah, the Boule. 40 say also the Boule, the Black Illuminati. Well, the Boule, man, I got so much information about the Boule. The Boule is another secret society or another form of high status groups or individuals. I want to say that, but then I don't want to say it. Fuck it, let me say it. The Boule give orders. A lot of people don't know And I'm going to shock some people when I say this shit. I'm going to shock some people when I say this shit. A lot of people that makes up the laws and governs over the world outside of the reptilians is black people. Not me and your kind of black people. The Boule is a very powerful entity. You have certain kings and queens that still live here right now today. I'm not talking about the Queen of England. Although she was one of the queens. You have black kings and queens who give power to who we call the Boule. The Pope, Pope Francis, has been seen kissing the feet of black people. That represents the Boule, because the Boule represents authority on a human level. The Boule get their power from certain kings and queens. This shit is deep. This shit's so deep, bruh. This shit is real. Pope Francis, before he so-called died, he really went back underground. You can find videos of him kissing, or you can find different people that operates throughout the Vatican kissing members of the Boule. They kissing their feet and shit like that. The Boule is a different group of black people. They not our kind of black people, though. They not. They get their order from certain kings and queens. All right? That's still here right now to this day. This shit deep, bro. This shit so deep, bro. They have so many different secret societies. That you never heard about. That you would never hear about. To where it ain't even funny. When you get to a point to where you get so close to the reptilians, you can't show your face. You become faceless. That's why y'all see some people in those underground secret societies that be having on hoodies. That be having on hoodies in black robes or in red robes. Some of them people is not humans. They reptilians. When you become so advanced, you gotta die to the world. When it's time for you to cross over into, one of them groups that keeps you standing side by side with a lot of them secret societies and reptilians, you gotta die to the world. So Pope Francis, he became so powerful, he had to die to this world. He's still living, but he had to die to this world. Now he's underground with these secret societies that's rubbing shoulders with these reptilian beings. Queen Elizabeth had to die to the world. So we think Queen Elizabeth is dead. We think Pope Francis is dead. They not dead. They have became so you let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this so you can understand it like this. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Okay, there we go. When you become, listen, and I'm going to put it like this. When you're not a part of the secret society and you got this kind of knowledge, either one or two things going to happen to you. You either going to join in with them or they're going to kill you. In order to get to a level of a Pope France or a Queen Elizabeth to where the whole world know who you is, you have to be in that group. After you serve your term on this earth, they have this thing called the death process, where you gotta die to this world, and you gotta you gonna play more of a background character in the next world. So Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth is playing a background character in the underground world. They not dead. They died to this world. But if you know anything about ancient civilizations or the Atlantis, or if you know anything about these different worlds that they always describe to be here on Earth, they still here. All this shit is symbolic for the underworld. The underworld is an entirely different world where multiple different beings exist. They have cities, they have labs, laboratories, they have crops, they have, transportation. They have a lot of these different things right now we see on the top of this world. They the ones that run everything, control everything. So they use people like Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth to establish order. That's all. Order. That's it. They use people like the Boule as a face to establish order, to be authoritative figures for government. Have no power. They ain't even on this. The shit I'm talking about, the government ain't nowhere on this level. All right? We talking about beings and entities crossing paths. We talking about some shit that's so ancient, it ain't even funny, bruh. We talking about some shit that's ancient. All right? We talking about deities. We talking about certain entities that's been living for thousands of years in the underworld. Some people call them the Anunnaki. It's a lot of different names people give them. All right? These beings have been dictating and controlling how we operate for thousands of years. That's why some people be like, why the world always been fucked up? It's because the same people been running the world for thousands of years. But the caveat, the catch to all this stuff I'm saying, is all this stuff is not evil. That's how I started this live, and that's how I'm gonna end this live. All this stuff is not evil. Is it certain evil things that happen within the construct of how things is? Of course. Of course. They give you hints always in your movies. Y'all pay attention and watch the movies, man. Please, bruh. Go back and watch some of them cartoons. Bart Simpson. Go back and watch some of the movies about the sci-fi movies, about E.T.s, about the Terminator, about the Matrix. They give you so many examples of the truth. All right? This underworld controls everything in the outer world. We is considered the outer world. We not the underworld. The underworld is where the advanced beings is at. We is on the outer world. I feel like I'm giving y'all so much information. I feel like I'm leaving y'all right now. I feel like I'm leaving y'all. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. Cause I feel like I'm leaving y'all, bruh. And you know, you gotta remember, if you not a part of these secret societies, or what we call secret societies, or if you're not a part of the club, the group, the family of these different beings, and they know that you possess this information, they gonna try to blackball you, unalive you in some kind of way, or drug you. They fear is us knowing who we really is. They fear is us waking up and understanding who God really is. Because they know once we understand who the Most High really is, we can take back our power from being under, or from being in bondage for thousands of years. All right? Most people die with a false depiction or a false perception of who God is. They do this shit by design, all right? You know, and so that's why you got all these different religions and education and, you know, all these distractions, because it keeps you from rising spiritually. They know when you rise and you connect to the divine, they know they ass is in trouble. Because the reptilians, or these different beings, they want you to think that they is God. They not God. They not the Most High. All right? But they want you to think that they the Most High. And so for thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, they've been running humanity. They've been controlling and dictating the laws of society. All right? And so, You know, they do this stuff strategically and on purpose because they want you to think that they all knowing. They is God, which they not. Okay? And so, whew, I'm going to tie it all back in and say it like this. The Illuminati is just a group of people that's a part of something that's way more advanced and intelligent. I'm going to repeat. The Illuminati and the Freemasons or Masonry is just a group of people that's a part of something that's way more advanced. All right? And so I want y'all to understand what this stuff is really all about so we don't get confused. All right? So we don't get confused. It's a lot of people in here, man. We done had over 3,000 already. Shit. We rolling, man. We rolling stones in this thing, man. We rolling stones in this. Can you see me? Can y'all hear me and see me correctly? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. A 1 in the chat. Okay. We good? We got Neo in this thing. We got Neo in the Matrix in this thing, boy. Oh, shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Listen. It's called gang stalking. Rad 21 say, them reptilians back to break you up again. Well, it's called gang stalking. It's called gang stalking. They have certain groups of people who sit back and watch other people who possess this kind of information. You know, they watch where we go shopping. You know, they watch where we live at. They watch what we see on social media. They watch who we associate ourselves with. They watch us when we at work. They gang stalk. They watch us when we on the internet. You can't do nothing about them. They here. All right? And so these people has been given the order to watch those that's enlightened. Okay? And so I want y'all to understand, man. I want y'all to understand. The Platinum Owl say, bro, I kid you not. I get stared at and followed every day. Yeah. Yeah, bro. And some of them even sit outside your house at night. You just don't know that they there. You don't know that they there. 7040 say, just got the workout done. And it's dope, you're still live. Whoa, yeah, man, we still on this thing. I told you they wasn't stopping nothing, 740. Told you, big dog. We in this thing, man. Poochie say, she was feeding me hella food. And I had no idea that she was doing spells in the shit until, yeah, it was working. Watch who food y'all eat. Watch who house you go in. And watch who you invite into your house. Don't let nobody touch your hair. Don't let nobody fix you food. Y'all got to be careful with shit like this. All right? Straight up. Damn, bruh. I'm going to just try to answer random questions. Because it's a lot of people in here, man. Mercedes 33 say they are governed by the supernatural. Yeah, Mercedes. Mercedes 33 in this thing. What's good with you, sis? Major Champ say, understand. Major Champ say, I understand. Ruger say, if it's not of Jesus Christ himself, stay away. Michael say, gas out your car. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, gas out your car doing cool quarter moon tonight. Okay, I hear what you're talking about. Ryan say African hoodoo has light and dark magic. Yeah. Even voodoo or hoodoo or even that shit has a good and bad side. Like, not all voodoo or voodoo and hoodoo is two different things. I'm going to do another live about that, bruh, because often people associate hoodoo with witchcraft. Hoodoo is about plants and herbs and spices, okay? And chemistry. Voodoo have certain practices where, yeah, they talk to the dead and they conjure up different beings for messages. But we often make all these things evil, but they not all evil. Does some of these things associate themselves with evil things? Yes. Yes. You have Christians that associate themselves with evil things, but they call themselves the most holiest people on the planet. You have Muslims that associate themselves with evil things, but they too call themselves the most holiest people on the planet. So in every group, you have good and you have bad. Okay, we'll walk it like you walk it then, mama. I see you, girl. Shit, walk it. Shit, go ahead and walk it like you walk it. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, gonna walk past me like that. You understand? Yeah. Gonna walk past me like that, man. They been messing with me all day, bruh. All day, bro. It's like, you feel me? You understand me? Yeah, go and walk. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. You all in my business. You understand? Yeah, brother. Every time I'm looking, there's always a nigga in the cut looking at me, looking at heaven on earth, walking past. Like, bro, why is you all in my business? Yeah, I'm looking. God gave me eyes to look. The hell you think I'm gonna see a woman that's fine and just turn away? Oh, I don't want to look. I'm not no red pill nigga. I like women. What you talking about? I'm looking. Bullshit ain't nothing. All praises to the Most High. Every time I'm looking, it's a nigga looking at me like, bro, what you looking at? What is you looking at? What is we doing? You supposed to be watching what I'm looking at. Why is you looking at me? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Crazy out here, bruh. Shit. Hell wrong with people, man. Straight up. 7040 say body blood of Christ. Come on, LOL. Danielle say true media, why do God's chosen people get gang stalked? It's because we have a certain light. We have a certain calling. We have certain information that's against these different entities who want to take over the planet. So that's why we get gang stalked. We have the information, we have the insight, we have the ability to affect other people to wake up, to be able to rise, to be able to advance. And the reason why we get gang stalked the most is because we not only is being governed by other humans, we being governed by spirits. So you have these entities who know exactly who got the light. It's like in the movie The Matrix. Everybody knew that Neo was the one. They knew he was the one that had the light. It's the same way in the real world. These different entities or spirits, they know the people that got the light. What they do is they operate in these settings where they get conjured up by certain secret societies or secret groups, and they give them order of who to watch out for or who to gang stalk. This shit is deep. All right? This shit ain't just like somebody paid a human being to come watch you. No, 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 no. This shit worked through spirit. So when you talk about gang stalk and being gang stalked, it's not like the government just paid somebody to watch you. Nuh-uh, that's not how it worked. In some cases, it worked like that. But in most cases, when dealing with the chosen or when dealing with the sons and daughters of God, how that work is through the spirit. You have demonic forces that signals to other groups of people that we is the ones to be watched. Because we connected and we is tied in to the divine. All right? So a lot of us been being gang stalked since we was 7 years old, 5 years old. You just can't remember because you was too young. All right? Didi say alchemy. Whew. Come on, Didi, come with it. Okay, 740 say elaborate. Well, in the hospital, you have a lot of spirits that's in the hospital because the hospital is a place where death and life is given. People every day is born in the hospital. People every day is born or dies in the hospital. So in a lot of cases, a lot of us was born in a hospital, and the hospital have different spirits that roams throughout the hospital. When you born, these spirits can almost immediately understand what kind of light you possess. They will create a track record. In fact, they even gave you a tracking number called a social security number. That social security number wasn't to keep you tracked because of the government just want to know where you at. That was spiritual to know who is the one. So they can read your social security and be like, 644 is the one. 655, she is the one. 743, he's the one. Watch him. They can call you out through number. It start when you around 5 years, 7 years, or 12 years old. You can have people gang stalking watching you. It ties into your lineage, your background, your parents, your grandparents. These people know exactly where you come from. In most cases. So even it's like the Christ story. Before the Virgin Mary birthed Christ, they had a mark on Christ because they were scared of the potential of the Messiah. It's the same thing with us in real life. The sons and daughters of God, we have a certain light we possess. Okay? And they can tell just basically through bloodline whether we possess the light or not. Okay? So remember, man, gang stalking is a real thing. That shit is deep. It ain't no game. You feel what I'm talking about? But I'm gonna make another live about gang stalking so we can get more into depth about what it's really all about. So I just wanted to put it to you a little bit 70-40 so you can kind of get a little bit of the, you know, the hint of what it's all about. But that was a good question, Danielle. Danielle put, why do we get gang stalked? That was a good question, Danielle. Ryan Washar put LOL. Antonio said that gang stalking and witchcraft stuff is crazy and deep sometimes. Yeah, it get real, man. It get real, brother. Um, 40 say, I think a Christian girl put a love spell on me too. Yeah, man, they'll do it. They'll do it, brother. Telling you, be careful. Major Champ say, they had me learning about these deities in school, especially Salam witch trials. That's what's up. Hey, see? Yeah. Danielle says, as long as we don't do it, yeah. 70-40 say, man, you so on it, man. I be on it, man. I be on it. This all off the top of the head. This shit right here, unlimited stored information. Poochie say, can you do a regular video on people doing spells on others and shit, especially females doing it to men? I'm probably gonna have to do a live on that. I'm gonna have to do a live on something like that because I gotta break it down, bro, and I can't just break it all down in one little video. I gotta do a live for that one. But I got you though, Poochie Two-Time, I got you. John Boy say, Seraphim the Savage. Yeah. Yeah, man. Michael Mass say, y'all aren't listening. Yeah, bruh. RC say, I learned something new from that one. Yeah, man, you are, listen, RC, you already know, man. RC say, interesting. Poochie say, yeah, do a live about that, bro. Can you do a regular video on it? Yeah, I got you, Poochie. I got you. I'm gonna do a live about it. I can't do no regular videos about the big topics because it's gonna take up too much space. So I gotta do it live. I got to. Which I don't mind. I love doing lives. You feel me? Ryan Richard say, preach. You already know. Juan Sis say, do you ever talk about the Greek gods / goddesses? Talking about Hercules and, well, every now and then I might reference them. But a lot of those stories comes from Egyptian mythology or the Egyptians. So that's why I just talk about the Egyptians more than everything else, because before the Greeks, it was the Egyptians. They was like the first tellers of the god compass. They was the first tellers, and everything after that took parts from the story of ancient Kemet, or took parts of the ancient Egyptians, and they made their own story out of it. So I normally just start with the ancient Egyptians because they the first ones to talk about the god compass that we know about. So I don't really reference a lot of Greek gods and goddesses because they get a lot of their information from The Egyptians, a lot of the Greeks, a lot of the Greeks information comes from the Egyptians. It's a carbon copy story. It was copied, okay? In a lot of ways. The only thing that they did, they changed the titles and they changed the names of the gods and goddesses. But it's the same story. That's why I don't talk about a lot of Greek gods like that. Poochie 2 times say people real life be doing spells and you will have no idea. Got to be careful, bro. Yeah, be careful where you eat at. Be careful who you sleep with. Sex. It can be amazing, but it can also be dangerous because you swapping DNA and you swapping energy with that person. All right, so you got to be careful. Poochie say, what part of the town are you from? I'm from East Oakland, man. You already know. Deep East Oakland. 90s, man. 90s. Antonio say, I be learning a lot about gang stalking. Yeah, we're going to do a live about that, Antonio. Don't even trip. 7040 say, my ex casted a love spell on me. Yeah, bro, you got to be careful, bro. They out here doing it. RC say facts is scary. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The Platinum Owl say, and I talk about this a lot. Yeah, Platinum, I got you, man. I know you own it, Platinum. 40 say 100%. It's an evil world. Gang stalking gets deep. Yeah, it gets serious. Let me go up a little bit. Neo in the Matrix say thumbs up. I appreciate you, Neo. Okay, let me go up a little bit. Read some people before I... Catnip still in this thing. Got the love in this thing. It's all love. Didi say, that's why we're always being monitored and distracted. Yeah, to keep you from rising. It's all a part to keep you from rising into a higher spiritual version of who God put you and created you to be. Poochie say, it's crazy, man, because this issue is really real. Yeah, it's real, bro. Don't think for once what I'm telling you is made up. Don't think this shit is a fairy tale. Michael say, let me ask you something. What's up, Mike? Astra say type. Okay, it's good. I got you. Yeah. Mercedes 33 say God won't let them touch us. His protection is above all. Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah, we just gotta stay. We gotta stay aligned and connected with God. All right, that's our job. We gotta stay aligned and connected with the divine. Okay. Rad 21 say, them cartoons did show a lot of truth. And that's facts. Yeah, they did, bruh. It's a lot of truth in the movies and the cartoons, old TV shows. And you probably overlooked it because we wasn't told to, how to spot that shit out, how to really look at it. Poochie 2 times say, why is it that this world is evil? Why doesn't shit have to be this way, bro? I think I answered that for you, Poochie. Didi say, nah, we here, true. Yeah, we here. We here, sis. Sis say, Didi say, surface level. You already know. The Platinum Owl say, watch you exactly. Yeah, they watching. They watching, Platinum. Mercedes 33 say they are governed by the super. Okay, I read that one. Okay, damn, it was a lot of people in here, man. This was a good live, man. Even though they try to interrupt us, we still kept it going. We still kept it going. All right. So with that being said, I love y'all, man. God bless y'all. I'm gonna drop my number in the description on the page, on the main page in the description box. And y'all can call me on Sundays. All right. Don't get crazy. You feel me? And let's try to keep it at around like 20 to 30 minutes so people can talk about, because I know a lot of people be wanting to ask, if they can get in contact with me and talk to me, and they might have questions, or they might have, they might need some advice about something. And so I'm gonna give y'all my number and everything like that. And so y'all can text me out the blue, you know what I mean? And it's good, you know what I mean? We gonna chop it up, you feel me? But I'm gonna try to keep it just for Sundays for right now, because I be hella busy. You dig what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna just try to keep it like every Sunday. I accept calls and shit like that. You dig what I'm talking about? And we gonna try to keep it at like 20, 30 minutes, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And I'm gonna make it scheduled too. So, I'm gonna have people on schedule that's gonna, call and stuff like that. So y'all can know what's going on, so we can chop it up. You dig what I'm talking about? And I guess for right now, that's how we FaceTime. We just FaceTime from our cell phones when y'all call me. We can do an audio call, or we can do a FaceTime call, whatever work for y'all, until we get the Zoom calls ready for the channel. And then, because eventually we gonna have Zoom calls, and we gonna have call-ins and shows like that, so people can give they spiel when they take on certain topics and stuff like that. So with that being said, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Thanks for everybody being in attendance, man. We gonna be doing the part series 2 to the Illuminati and secret society. And we gonna be going into a little bit more of some things that I may have forgot to share, or some things I feel like I want to bring to y'all attention, okay? So I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day. Have a fantastic week. Be aware of the gang stalkers, and be aware of those hoes trying to put witchcraft on your ass, all right? I love y'all. God bless. Until next time, peace. 100.